Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, can I hit that? Okay, can I hit that? Can I hit that? Can I hit that? Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carry for Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards.
Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And down to the 11. It's a big run there by Henry. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance at a win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? He pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
Well, so much for being backed up against the goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Complete.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. He's letting this one go for 4. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Jason Pierre-Paul on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Sean Bunting on the tackle. A 12-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bucs 12-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Callaway on the receiving end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
2 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it with Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and got the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Steelers 21. Buccaneers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, it's Jones. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
18-yard
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
3rd and 11.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will be out of bounds seems as time has run out on this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
At the 18-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in a long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's 4th down.
They'll drop the throw. That's to his running back, complete. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A first down carry for Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On first down, Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the
They'll
field.
run it again with Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
On the carry.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
4th down and goal.
Going quickly out to the right side. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Buccaneers, nothing. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touched.